Well, hello, YouTube. It's me, Tri-State EDC. I started recording this, and the mic wasn't turned on. So we're going to do it again. That's because this is a Protech, and it deserves the best that I offer, because it's been way too long since I've unboxed a Protech. It came from KNAFS. I'll throw the box again. I know you guys like it when I throw the box. Anyway, it came from KNAFS. I love KNAFS. I bought it with my own money. It's been a minute since I bought a Protech. It's been a minute since I reviewed a Protech. I'm jacked about this one. It's 9 a.m. That's why I forgot to turn the mics on. I just woke up. It's Sunday. I have a live stream. Let's get into this thing again, together, right now. That's right. Obviously, nothing left in the box from KNAFS. KNAFS, I love you. Call me. I would love to work with you. You're good people. I like your products. I like your website. Hit a brother up with an affiliate link. Nothing left in there. See ya. It just feels good to do that. Protech. Love the Protech box, as you should. By the way, the KNAFS folks, they ship out a sticker and a Band-Aid with every purchase. And some snacks, in case you're diabetic, which I'm not. Might be. I get lightheaded a lot. Anyway, Protech box. This is one I feel like we've been waiting on for like two years. It's something we've been asking for, honestly, ever since the Malibu came out. It was more manual button locks, right? There was the Mordax back in the day. What was the other one? Comment section. I forget what the original one was called. They did a manual TR3 a long time ago. Then they did something else. Then they did the Malibu. Or then they did the Mordax. And they did the Malibu. So technically, this is their 5th manual button lock. And I'm jacked about it. Love their boxes. Love their packaging. TR3 Integrity solid black handle, Stonewash S35VN blade, double thumb studs, black DLC. Protech, your glue melted. What's going on here? I love their box. Little butterfly doors, little Lamborghini doors on that. Lamborghini. Quality, craftsmanship, integrity. The knife, limited lifetime warranty, made in the USA. Obviously, you gotta love it. Future me, how much did I pay for this? $225, I think. Also, I love the little potato sack. Who doesn't love a potato sack? You know what I mean? Let me in there. Let me in. Yeah, I took it out of the bag already. I got pretty far in the video. There you go. Caution, sharp edge. That is true. The last time I severely injured myself on this channel was a Protech. It was the Rock Eye. Don't mess around, kids. Don't play with knives. It's dangerous business. There it is. God, dude. Again, we've been asking for more manual button locks for years now. Ever since the Malibu came out, I was just like, this makes sense. Give us more, please, Protech. Because they had a bunch of badass designs, like the SBR would be a good candidate. Dave, wink. I think the new Oligarch would be incredible. And I need, now actually seeing this, realizing how long it's been since I've reviewed a Protech, I gotta check out the Oligarch. Because these two knives in 2024 have just tickled my pickle to no end. Size comparison, we're gonna mix it up a little bit. Actually, let's talk about it first. First off, texturing hole. Lanyard loop, love the deep carry, kind of a fatter deep carry pocket clip than what we've seen in the past. The little thin boy. This is a big old chonky boy. I don't know if that's on all new Protechs. By the way, texturing here. No jimping on the blade spine. Big old chonky thumb studs. Can we zoom in full effect? Big old chonky thumb studs. Like to see it. Still sticking with the hex key. Not the Torx bit, but whatever. Gets the job done. Interesting. Only on the... It's Torx bits, Torx T6 on the clip. And then a hex key on everything else. Interesting. I do love the two-piece sandwich construction they do. Hello? Why are you struggling today, buddy? There you go. I do like that. Kind of like that faux integral kind of vibe. Very nice. Blade tucks nicely in there. You know what's crazy? I've never even reviewed the TR3. It's one of their, like, pinnacle designs. One of their, like, legendary, most popular models, right? The TR3. TR3s, TR4s. They sell a fart load of them. I've never reviewed one, which is crazy. And prior to right now, technically 5 minutes ago, I never handled the manual. He had one. Dave had one in his pocket at Blade Show, Texas, which I was at. And I asked him, and he said, no, I don't have one. Dave? I think it was because, we'll talk about the Mordax in a minute. I think it's because I hurt his feelings on the Mordax. But size comparison, we're going to do a little different. There's a Malibu for you. And there is a Mordax. So keep it in the family here to start. A little bit bigger than the Malibu. Closed like right about the same size as the Mordax. So both of these are a great size for EDC. So this is kind of right smack in the middle. I'm here for it. I'll give you the usual suspects. PM2, smaller. Pair 3, a little bit bigger. So right in betwixt these bad boys as well. Oh, love to see it. Love to see it. Great size for EDC. Let's pop her open. Oh! Ooh, crispy. All right, there you go. It's a TR3. It's also really thick. Like, it's thicker than the Malibu by a decent amount. And it's thicker, well, shit, it's hard to tell, man. It's about the same. I think it feels a lot thicker because we have this nice chamfering on the Mordax and on the Malibu. This is just bricked up. I'm sorry, it's early. This is just flat with just, they've knocked down the edges just the tiniest bit. But it's just flat. There's no like chamfering to kind of give you that thinness in hand, if that makes sense. Visually, anyway. We'll see how it feels. But anyway, nice saber ground, drop point, S35VN blade. Looks great. Got that stonewash. Pumped to see them using DLC as opposed to the hard coat anodizing, which if you notice, on all my old Protechs, I think I dropped this one on the concrete. There's a little dent back there. This one's actually held up pretty well. I got a ding back here. Ding back here on the spine right there from when I was sharpening. I didn't know how to sharpen. What are you going to do? It's got a good edge on it now. But, pumped to see them using DLC, especially at $225. It's really not all that bad. All American made, aluminum S35VN. Yeah, could the price be better? Yes, but I don't care. Now then, great looking knife. And again, I like the way they've done the pocket clip. I like the fatter clip. You know what I mean? Ergo's on this guy in hand. Yeah, it feels thick. It's amazing how big of a difference that little bit of chamfering makes on these other knives. But I didn't do an open size comparison. Timeout. Open size. I'm excited, guys. I'm sorry. Mordax. So I showed, Dave shamed me publicly about my Mordax at Blade Show, Texas. I've met Dave, half a dozen times now. Such a nice dude. But I told him I had mine hollow grounded out at thumb studs. And he like plugged his ears and was like, nope. You what? I think he thinks it's a perfect knife, which it's close. I think the Mordax is close to a perfect knife. But a hollow grind and thumb studs made it. Perfect. Sorry, Dave. Love you, pal. Yeah, there you go. So, closer in size to the Mordax, but still right in between these two. Absolute bangers. Absolute bangers. And the Spyderco's PM2. Really close to the PM2 opened up. That's interesting. And way bigger than the Pair 3. So, closer to the PM2 than the Pair 3. Do with that information what you will. Okay. Moving right along. Now then, ergos in hand. Yeah, feels good. No hot spots. We got that nice landing spot right here for your thumb. I'm locked in. That feels like home. No issues, no hot spots. But again, it feels blocky without that chamfering. It's interesting. I can choke up. We do have a sharpening choil. No real finger choil, but I can get right about here. That feels fine. Comfortable enough. No issues there. Can I pinch grip it? I can. Not all day, but really close. 85% of the day. I'd give it an 85. Yeah, no, it's not bad at all. It's really not. That feels pretty damn good. Okay. Decent. It's very smooth, but we have all this texturing, so I feel like I have a pretty good grip on the knife. It has more texturing than the other previous models had. So, I never really had an issue with either of those in hand, but there you go. Texturing would be pretty lit, gotta be honest. Action on bearings. Has to be bearings. Please no button stick. That's great. Yep. Okay, right away. Oh, yeah. Yep. It's delightful. I have no complaints. It's funny, man. Back in the day when I was reviewing the Malibu and the Mordax, manual button locks weren't what they are now. I would say it's thanks to the popularity of the Malibu that all the Chinese companies were like, oh, we gotta make button locks now, So I've reviewed so many, so I'm allowed to complain a little bit now. The only real complaint I have, the detent, is crispy. The break of the plunge lock here is delightful. Same with the reverse flick. And no button stick at all. Nice and smooth on those bearings. So, yeah, I mean, the action's delightful. Here's my gripe. The button is, like, pocketed in so deep. You can tell, you can see how deep the pocket is, deep down in there. With the Malibu, it almost sits flush with the outside handles. Same with the Mordax, it sits flush. On this one, the pocket that the button sits in is like twice the depth. So even when it's open, you see how deep? It's not flush with the, handle. So I really got to kind of dig my thumb in there to disengage. That's my gripe. That's my only gripe. Whereas with the Malibu, it's right there the whole time. It's right there. Found it. Same with the Mordax. It's right there. I found it. This one I got to go looking for. You know, maybe it's a learning curve, but it's deep down in there. And I got pretty skinny fingers. So if you have fat fingers, you might have issues, you know what I mean? Digging for gold, if you know what I mean. But the action is just delightful. It really is. No issues. And the noise, the kind of sandwich construction they do makes such a great noise. You get that kind of integral effect. Clunk. It sounds like a freaking musical instrument. Anybody in elementary school music class ever play the wood block? Literally like a wooden block that was hollow with like a slit through it. Bloop. That's the noise this makes. Future me, insert noise of a wooden block. Thanks. Yeah, it's excellent. It's excellent. It is excellent. I mean, like I said, this is their fifth button lock, manual button lock. Yeah, they got it figured out. They've got it figured out. I have no complaints as of yet. We will obviously talk about this. I'm going to carry it. It's mine. I paid for it. Again, future me, $225, I think. I will leave links if I can find them. They kind of been going pretty damn quick today. But we got cut something. S35 Vienna, steel they don't use too often. It's on the SBR. I don't know. I think that's it. Usually, I mean, these ones were 20 CV. Same with this. These are in Magna Cut now, I believe. These are available. I'll link those down below. But S35, yeah, it's a great steel. Daily user steel, especially if it's treated well. Flat ground, relatively thin blade stock. You know, in the deep, dark past, they may have struggled with their factory edges. But they've been getting better. So let me grab a Viper. What's this? A bookshelf user manual? Yes, it is. Will it cut? Yes. Question mark? Yes. Very toothy. Very toothy. Very toothy. Almost like Benchmade levels of toothy. If you know what I'm talking about. It definitely cuts. Decent factory edge. The edge bevels look good. All right. Even ground. Evenly ground, I should say. It is a very toothy edge. So, you know, is it the best factory edge in the universe? No. Is it bad? No. Will it cut out of the box? Yes. Am I going to slap it on the TS Prof before the live stream and slap a screamer on it? Also, yes. Finally, in-house, the Protech TR3 Integrity Manual Button Lock. Yeah, I'm happy it's in the rotation. Am I going to have a hollow ground slapped on it? Belt? Jesus Christ, I'm having a stroke. Belt satin hollow grind on it? Probably. Am I pumped to finally have one? Yes. Am I mad I had to pay full price? Not really. $225 isn't that bad. I'm not all that mad about it. But I will link this down below if I can find it. Good luck. That's all I really have to say is good luck. Like the video, comment, subscribe, become a channel member, Patreon member. Hit me up on Instagram, TikTok, and Threads. I'm out there. I'll see you on the next one. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye now.